Ordinator Perks of Skyrim by EnaiSiaion is my all-time favorite mod for the Elder Scrolls. Yep, it is up there along with Tamriel Rebuilt. I have had Ordinator in my Skyrim lore order for years, and I have still not explored every perk tree offered by it. Many perks not only boost stats but also introduce gameplay features with new mechanics and playstyles. For example, Bethesda got rid of the hand-to-hand skill in Skyrim. But with Ordinator, playing as an unarmed character build is totally viable because of the unarmed perks in the light armor tree. Lockpicking tree offers you to craft and place bear traps and the ability to hack dwarven automatons. The alchemy tree offers new offensive oil-based traps for a master alchemist. The Alteration tree has a perk that aids exploration by adding new shrines across Skyrim. The Restoration tree gives you new spells that deal poison and sunlight damage. There are so many examples. The key thing to note is how most perks offer new gameplay abilities. In my opinion, no other perk overhaul comes close to offering so many gameplay features. In this video series, we will explore every tree and most perks of this incredible mod. Kudos to Enai for offering an update last year, almost 10 years after its release. That kind of support and the drive to keep improving a great mod is just fantastic. In this video, we will go on a deep dive into the Alteration skill tree. While Vanilla Skyrim's Alteration perks primarily focused on increasing your durability, Ordinator reimagines the tree as a toolkit for defensive dominance, supreme utility, and reality-bending feats that fulfill the ultimate mage fantasy. This tree caters to diverse playstyles, allowing you to become a gold-producing mogul, a battlefield master of teleportation, or an impenetrable spellcaster in robes. So let's get started, shall we? Alright, so we are looking into Alteration magic at this beautiful location at the top of the college. Here is Herd Half-Hand, my pure mage character, and you have Vilya and Inigo for company. Two of the best. Anyway, let's get into Alteration, shall we? Wow, lots of perks to cover. Holy crap. I won't spend much time talking about stat perks like Alteration Mastery. These are pretty straightforward. You cast Alteration spells for less magicka. Dual casting, that's straightforward. Mage armor, this is also straightforward, right? So shield spells are stronger. I don't have to test this. Okay, next, Geomancer. If wearing robes and no light or heavy armor, you take 30% less damage. When using a Bard, you take less damage. You're concentrating on a spell, right? Interesting. Holy shit! Yeah, 130 damage. That's crazy. Okay. Let's come back when we take the perk. Alright. So, Geomancer is here. Okay. Alright. Yeah. Much less damage. Alright, definitely lesser damage, right? The Geomancer perk helped. 30% less damage. Works very well. So, great idea to use a Bard, I guess. Even when facing melee enemies, use a Bard. So you take less damage. Fantastic. Alright. So next, we have Philosopher's Stone. Once a day, generate gold equal to 4 times the Alteration skill level. So once a day. So currently we have 2368 gold, okay? Let's see. Now 156 gold, look at that. 2524 gold now. So 156 gold at Alteration skill level 39. So as your skill improves, you get more and more gold, right? Every day. Huh. It's not a perk I'm excited about because, you know, we don't want free money. So this is a bit too much, according to me. Vancian magic. Cast magic like the wizards of old. Your next 20 spells do not use magicka, 50% more effective. What? 20 spells don't use magicka? And when you run out of spells, you're unable to cast spells until you rest by sleeping in or in your home. So 20 spells, you mean... Oh, this guy. Hello.
The summoning of undead is even less advisable outside the college.
Okay, thank you.
Now if you'll excuse me.
Got it. Okay, so if I cast a ward, you're telling me this is not costing me any magicka? Wow, that's crazy. So it's not costing us any magicka. What the hell, man? So this is one spell. Okay, two spell. So even this is not costing me any magicka. That's crazy. Hello, Hawk. Now, 20 spells, he says, right? 20 spells not use magicka. So 20 spells. So I need to use 20 different spells. I don't even have 20 spells. What? Okay. Water breathing, cast it. No magicka. Okay. Featherlight, cast. No magicka. Four casted, okay. Stone flesh, cast. No magicka. We have used 5 spells, okay. 6. Inner warmth. Okay. No ice fury. 7. Okay. Frost rune. 8. So no magicka. Ice spike. 9. Oh, you have 10 spells left. Okay, it gives you that indication. Nice. You're out of spells. Oh, a magicka goes down to 0. Ooh. Wow. So what if I use a potion? Nope. Potions won't work. Look at that. It reduces your magicka. You have to sleep. So her half hand has no magicka. Right? His magicka regen is minus 278 points per second. So he needs to sleep. And we'll come back after he finishes his nap. Okay? Alright, Mr. Half Hand has slept for an hour in his room here at the college. We get a message saying that your spells have been reset. So you can cast 20 spells. Now, I'm not a fan of this perk at all. You know why? I can use a ward for no magicka. I can keep casting destruction spells. I can do this forever. What the hell? Right? I can just use these 2 spells without worrying about magicka. I don't know. I'm not a fan of this perk at all. This has to be at least a level 90 plus perk, I feel, not 39. You need to build your alteration skill to a high level to enjoy casting spells without magicka. I think this has to be moved up there. Do share your thoughts about Vancian magic. Do you think it's a bit too much at this level? 30? Now since he has this perk, he's stuck, you know? There's no jeopardy anymore, right? He can cast his spells whenever he likes, with no costs associated with each cast. I feel this perk has ruined our mage gameplay. Wow. I would never take this. So we'll miss all of this. I've gone back to an old save and ensured that this is not active because it totally ruins the RPG experience for me, you know? Anyway, let's move on. Let's check out wild shrines. 5 shrines dedicated to nature's mysteries can be found in Skyrim. Each shrine grants a permanent bonus to one school of magic, making all spells from that school 15% more powerful or last 30% longer. I guess we have 1 shrine for every school of magic, right? Okay, let's visit at least 2 shrines, you know, and see what they're all about. Alright, we are near...
It is like being inside a cloud.
We better be careful so we don't get lost in this fog.
Alright, we are near Lost Valley Redoubt. You can see there. And here is our wild shrine, along with a dead corpse. What happened here? The Wilder King Legend. Is this book from Ordinator or is it from something else? I don't know. And here is a Wilderness Shrine. Use Wilderness Shrine. Right, so if you open the map, we are very near Gloomreach Cave. Okay. So I guess from now on, all restoration spells will be cost effective, right? Okay, let's visit the next shrine. And then we'll do some comparisons. What a beautiful location, huh? I'll never forget the first time I laid my eyes on that right there. It still hits you, man. Skyrim still hits you. Alright, we are near Mara's Eye Pond, very near Windham, and we're looking for the Alteration Shrine. I love this perk, you know, it adds a bit of gameplay, like it's aiding exploration. Very interesting perk. Let's see. I see a shrine out there. Stupid bandits.
Uh-oh.
Look over there. Vilya's commentary is hilarious. Ah, here's the shrine. Look at that. Alteration Shrine. Oh, it's beautiful. What a beautiful location for a shrine, huh? Wow. Oh, I just love it. This is an amazing perk. Wild shrines. So you have to explore and find these shrines on your own, you know? And you have a book as well. Spinning a story. Is this Elder Scrolls lore book? Something about Almeri, Dominion and Bosma. Okay. Oh, okay. So now, let's see. Alteration magic. So we have Stone Flesh. And currently it improves caster's armor by 60 points for 83 seconds. Okay. 60 points for 83 seconds. Remember that. Okay. Now, if we use the shrine, wild shrines learned. Okay, we get the message on top. Okay. And do you have any sort? Yeah, you do have this. Okay. Extend alteration. Alteration spells last 30% longer. So now you wake up and take a look at your alteration spell data. 60 points of 108 seconds. Okay. Awesome. Really cool. I like the fact that the perk just doesn't give you this benefit. You know, you have to actually find these shrines. Oh, a perk that adds gameplay like this. Oh, it is just chef's kiss. Wonderful. Alright, next perk is Distorted Shape. When you gain an armor spell in combat, you become intangible and unable to be affected by spells or attacks for 10 seconds. Until you cast a spell or you perform an offensive action. Very interesting perk. You cast a shield spell, so passively you become invulnerable for 10 seconds. That's awesome. Alright, so new location. Now we are away from a college. Okay. So we have now casted our Mage Shield. Okay, Stone Flesh. Alright. Oh, Sanctuary. It behaves like Sanctuary. Check that out. This is just like Morrowind's 100% Sanctuary, right? That's amazing. Okay, once more. Now, yeah, do your worst, skeleton. Love it. Sanctuary is so cool, man. 100% Sanctuary. Oh, it was an amazing spell effect in Morrowind. Unfortunately, they removed it, you know. They got rid of Sanctuary in Oblivion and Skyrim. It's just an amazing effect. Evasion and dodging is a core mechanic in any RPG, right? And they got rid of it. I don't understand the logic of getting rid of amazing magic effects like Mark and Recall, Sanctuary, and so on. So the Mage Armor branch has defensive options. Wonderful, I love this Distorted Shape. Essentially it adds Morrowind's Sanctuary effect. Wonderful. Energy Shield. If wearing robes and no light armor or heavy armor, reduces incoming attacks by 35%. But you lose magicka instead of the amount of health lost. The damage reduction gradually diminishes as magicka falls below half. is disabled when your hands are lowered. So you got to raise your hands if you want this to be active. Okay, let's try. Okay, now he can't hit us for 10 seconds, right? 100% sanctuary. Too much. Too much. Okay. Now. Oh, see that? See that? Okay, it consumes magicka and reduces damage. Got it. Got it. Got it. Some sort of an energy shield. Again, let's try once more. Okay. He's going to whack us and just watch our magicka drop, right? See that? Wow. I just love the mage armor branch. Wonderful. Energy shield, distorted shape. Wow. Spectacular new gameplay effects, you know? And just to see Sanctuary was so exciting. Amazing. The moment you take the Alter Resistances perk, you get this window. It says improve its resistance. So let's improve our shock resistance and improve our fire resistance, right? You see we have resistances and that has improved our fire resistance by 25%, force resistance and shock resistance. So this comes from the race mod and this is from the birth sign. That is part of the Elsa birth sign. The apprentice, it gives you a 100 point bonus to magicka but gives you a 100% weakness to magicka. So this is something he has to overcome, you know. How will he fight his weakness to magic? He wants to be a caster but he has an inherent weakness to magic, right? That's the challenge. Anyway, so that's about Alter Self Resistances. The vanilla Alteration perk tree did not have this. It's an interesting way to improve your elemental resistance, right? Awesome.
Don't get upset with me now, but I actually saw what you did yesterday.
What did I do?
Well, I saw you chasing your tail. As you know, like puppies do.
Well, it is hard to resist. Sometimes I cannot help myself.
Don't worry, I won't tell anyone about it.
I am not embarrassed. I am sure it seems odd to you, but my tail is a good source of entertainment, and it keeps my reflexes sharp.
I think it looked kind of cute and funny at the same time. Yes, quite endearing actually.
Interesting. Maybe I will do it more often.
These two are so fun. Anyway, we are at Windham and we are looking at this perk called Command Lock. You can weaken an expert or lower lock, reducing its difficulty to 0, right? Wow, great. And this guy is a guard. What are you doing here? Get out. So, oh, we get a message box here. Command Lock Weaken or Unlock Viola Giordano's home. Right. Let's command the lock. Ah, it's gone down to Apprentice. Amazing. And now you use the lockpicking skill to unlock the... Oh, fantastic. I can only do that once every 6 hours, right? Yeah, this directly goes to the lockpicking skill. So we're using a lockpicking mod that sometimes critically fails and whacks you on your face like that. Critical failure. I know. And now we unlocked it. Fantastic. Okay, so you can use that power every 6 hours. Interesting little perk for the alteration tree, I guess. I would rather have some kind of a spell than a message box, you know. Weaken Lock. Some kind of a Weaken Lock spell would be nice. If this perk gives us a spell instead of that stupid message box popping up, that would be more fun and more magey, you know. Awesome. Next is Veloc's Dormant Arcana. Choose a spell type, okay, and 3 magic effects. The magic effects will activate when you are affected by a chosen spell type. Okay, so if you choose armor, mage armor, if you cast a spell, these 3 magic effects will get activated automatically. Ho 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 ho. Too much, too much. When we cast a shield spell, we will buff our health to plus 50. Okay. And when we cast our mage armor spell, we will give plus 50 armor. Yeah. And when we cast a mage armor spell, we will improve our alteration duration. Let's go with that. Now we've got the perk. Let's check it out. His health is 135. Okay. We'll cast a stone flesh spell. Yeah, there you go. We have 3 effects now. Increase health by 50 points. Velox Dormant Arcana. Fortify armor 50 points. And alteration spells last 20% longer. So if you see, so his health is now 185. And his armor rating is 170. Wow. As you can see in the bottom left corner. And his alteration spells last longer. Oh. Wow. Incredible, right? So as a pure mage, you will always cast the Stone Flesh spell. All the time. When you enter combat, before you enter a dangerous location, you always do this, right? And immediately you get these passive effects. Fantastic. Fantastic. Is it a bit OP? 3 magic effects, maybe 1 would be okay. 3 is a bit too much. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on Velox Dormant Arcana. Alright. So next we're looking at Intuitive Magic. Novice spells of any schools cost 100% less magicka to cast. Any school. So you mean Frostbite? Would cost no magicka? Okay. Not bad, I guess. Monarch. You cannot regenerate magicka and lose 10 points of magicka per second, but absorb 25% of magicka per second from living creatures. What? Friend or foe? Oh yes, look at the magicka drain. Oh, why is the magicka getting drained like that? Because this perk, you cannot regenerate magicka and lose 10 points of magicka per second. Ooh. So our magicka is draining at 10 points per second. So if we go near Inigo or Velia, magicka is getting regenerated. Look at that. But absorb, you mean their magicka is going down? Magicka is 0. Okay. So if we go far away from them, our magicka is getting drained. Look at that. Huh. Oh! So this guy is not a living enemy, so we can't absorb magicka from him. Oh no! We're kind of screwed. And what? Can we use potions? Holy crap, we need to find a living creature. Oh no. Kind of screwed. Can we go to the goat? Let's see, goat. Hey goat, give me a magicka. Yo. Goat. Magicka is regenerating. What? What? Yeah, stay near the goat so you can wreck him. Oh, he has frost resistance. Oh, damn. Yeah, goatee, we need a magicka. Goatee. Sorry, goat. We need you. This is weird, right? Very weird. So you're not near a living being and your magicka is getting drained automatically? It's a nonsense perk. What the hell? He was such an awesome mage character and now he's so weak. Because his magicka is getting drained. I don't know. I'm not sure about this perk at all. What is it achieving? 25 points of spell absorption, right? You get that. So this incentivizes you to stay in a group. Is that what this is all about? This perk is extremely annoying. Not good for solo players, and it's not good if you're traveling with mage companions, right? Because you're draining their magicka. Like, what the hell is this? I don't get it. So do share your thoughts on this, the Monarch. And you're absorbing magicka even though their magicka is at 1. Like, how is that possible, right? Huh. Weird. Alright, the next we're looking at Spell Blade. When you cast a spell with one hand, you deal 20% more attack damage for 4 seconds. You're using a dagger and the damage is 10, it says. Now it says damage is 12 because we're casting a spell. So we'll do more damage. Got it. And now as soon as you stop casting a spell, we will do less damage. Okay. So this dagger is doing 10 damage, right? You want to cast a spell? 12 damage. Alright, that's about Spell Sword. Kinda useful if you're playing as a Spell Sword character. Next, we take a look at Ordination. Once every 12 in-game hours, activate a paralyzed target below half health, transmute its body into gold with 100 times its level. Killing the target has a 50% chance of getting gold ore. It is so situational and you need to remember about this. Like, you can do it once in 12 hours, 1. You have to paralyze the target, 2. Then the health has to be below 50%, 3. And then you activate it, then you're going to get gold. So now we paralyze this guy. Paralyzed. And now we activate him and you get Ordination. Yeah. And you get gold, 600 gold. So essentially with this perk you paralyze enemies and then you transmute their body into gold. Okay. Next, we're looking at Energy Royal. Whenever you cast a spell with one hand, reduces the armor of nearby enemies within 10 feet by 150 points for 4 seconds. For 4 seconds only. So when you cast a spell with one hand. Okay, now Bandit Outlaw 79.35. Okay. Even though we're casting a spell, his armor resistance is going down. Okay, let's see. Minus 84. Okay, it's going down. Okay.
Not so tough now, are you?
Okay, let's see now. Minus 84. It went down to minus 84 and now if we check, it's gone back to 65. So for 4 seconds, it went down from 75 to minus 84. So 4 seconds is too low. Yeah. Cast your ward and immediately whack him. Also, it's just a one-time thing. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts about Energy Royal. Same thing here. Whenever you attack with a weapon, it reduces magic resistance of nearby enemies within 10 feet by 15%. These two perks, Energy Royal and Rend Resistances, are useful for Spell Sword characters and where you have to make attacks of opportunity in a small period of time, right? That's about Energy Royal and Rend Resistances. Alright, next. Alright, so we have Arcane Thesis. Grants the Arcane Thesis power. Use it to master your spell you're currently dual casting. A master spell is 20% more powerful, lasts 40% longer. Right. I guess we can master a paralysis spell. So we have a power here called Arcane Thesis. So Mr. Half Hand will write a thesis on paralysis spell and hopefully he'll master it. This power must be used while dual casting a spell. Okay, dual casting. Spell mastered, look at that. Okay. So the paralysis was 28 seconds. For 28 seconds, or maybe more. Because we dual casted. So funny. Nullifier. This should prevent enemies from regenerating magicka and stamina. Wow, that's insane, right? Yeah, let's go with this. Nullifier. Alright.
Never should have come here.
I love this Sanctuary. 100% Sanctuary. Hit. And if you'll see, his stamina is not getting regenerated. His stamina is stuck. Yeah, his stamina won't generate at all.
You are not worth it.
I guess in Skyrim, stamina goes down to 0, but you don't fall down like Morrowind. Okay.
That's what you want?
Huh. Even with 0 stamina, he's able to hit us.
It's time to die.
That's
dog.
cheating. That's cheating, right? I wish we could replicate Morrowind's behavior. You know, some mod where if an enemy's fatigue goes to 0
I'll carve you into pieces.
or below 0, they should just lose consciousness, you know? Yeah, I don't know why they got rid of it in Skyrim. In Oblivion had the same thing, right? Like if the fatigue goes on 0, they fall down.
Someone would be ashamed of you.
Alright, we have 3 more perks to check out, and we are back at Half-Hand's home. So he lives at the college, right? So let's see. So these are 3 perks remaining. At 60, you can summon a permanent magical field at the location where I learn this perk. Alteration spells gain 2x duration if cast within 5,000 feet and 20x duration if cast within 250 feet. Oh! So this is your home, and your alteration spells are boosted when you cast them at home, near your home. Alright, so once you take this perk, you get this option. Should the home mythal be visible as a flare of alteration magic or hidden? Visible, please. Home mythal created. Ah, okay. So this is our home. And now, if you check out Stoneflesh, 2,400 seconds. Look at that. Improves. And Featherlight is 1,200 seconds. Oh, crap. Water breathe for 2,400 seconds. Paralyze for 560 seconds. Okay, let's cast Stoneflesh. So this guy is going to be active for 39 minutes. Yeah, long time. We moved away from the college, right? And now, if we cast our alteration spells, yeah, it goes back to 120 seconds, right? So essentially, you cast these spells when you're at home, you'll have an advantage. Or if you fight near your home, you'll have a massive advantage. A fascinating perk, very interesting perk. Let me know your thoughts about Home Mythal. Emergency teleport. When you fall below 15% health due to combat damage, you become invulnerable and teleport back to the location where you entered combat. Ooh, okay. Let's go, spider. %15 damage, come on. It should teleport us, right? 15%, below 15% health. Have we not reached 15% yet? What the hell, man? It didn't teleport us at all. Yeah, it should teleport us, right? It didn't do it. Okay. Okay, the last perk is called Dimensional Door. So at will creates a magical doorway that teleports you to the location of your home mythal. Okay, so this is something like a mark and recall. So we have marked our home location, and now we get a power called Dimensional Door. Okay. Oh, too much. Activate Dimensional Door. And we recall back to our home. Haha. Awesome. So we have some form of a mark and recall here at high levels of alteration. You need to get to 80 to get this mark and recall feature. Wow, that was amazing. Here is Skyrim's vanilla alteration perk tree. Notice how boring and uninspired all of them are. There are 0 perks that add gameplay features or new mechanics. Most of them are stat boosts. Ordinator just blows away the vanilla perk system and other so-called vanilla plus perk overhauls because of the sheer amount of gameplay changing additions it makes. But having said that, I still have some suggestions for Mr. EnaiSiaion. Vancian Magic, this perk has to be removed or made available once the player has reached Alteration 90 or above. The ability to cast spells for free so early in the game destroys any sense of progression for our characters. In any RPG, progression is key, and I would never use this perk. Next, the Monarch. This weird mechanic of absorbing magicka from followers renders mage companions useless. Also, absorbing magicka by standing near a goat is silly. I hope Enai can get rid of this perk and add to the vanilla Atranak perk instead. But all of the other perks add so much to the game and are absolutely incredible. Distorted Shape stands out as my favorite perk. It was fantastic to witness the return of Morrowind's Sanctuary mechanic within Skyrim. Unfortunately, Bethesda removed Sanctuary from Oblivion and Skyrim. In my view, its absence stripped away significant RPG depth. Evasion and dodging are staples in many RPGs, so seeing them omitted in these games was disappointing. Imagine the mechanical depth if some foes had high evasion, making melee strikes useless. Similarly, enemies with high dodging skill would prevent players from simply using stealth archery to breeze through every dungeon. So I was happy to see some sort of Sanctuary implemented here. Overall, the Alteration tree of Ordinator rewards creative robe-wearing mages who blend defense, utility, and explosive power like no other. It turns your character into a true master of reality, tanky yet mobile, rich yet powerful, and endlessly customizable. It shines in pure mage builds, spellblade hybrids, and support playstyles. Now, what is your favorite Alteration perk or build with Ordinator? Do share your thoughts, your feedback, and ideas in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. May the Divine's guard and keep you.